Hey everybody, this is Dave. Welcome back to the channel. Got a quick little video here. I guess there's no irony lost in it. It's going to be a quick video on time management, hopefully. Not too long. No more than 10 minutes. Anyway, I guess I should get busy. So this is the last section of the garden. You can see the plastic and other debris here I haven't picked up yet. This was the last bit of the garden that was still overgrown. And it was chest high. I'm 6 feet tall. It was chest high with old nappy bushes that didn't amount to anything, and vines and everything else growing up right through them, and just a total mess. Became a haven for rabbits to sit and terrorize my garden plants, and then it became a haven for snakes to sit and terrorize the rabbits. So I'd had enough, and I was ready to go with it. So what we did here is I've got an area, it's about 15 feet by 15 feet, and it's actually kind of right up. You can see there's the wall of the back wall of the house. This faces east, so this is first thing in the morning sun, and we're going to put something here. I'm probably thinking something along the lines of lettuce or that sort of thing, because this is going to be an area that'll get lots of nice first in the morning sun, but in the afternoon then the house will provide shade. And we're clearing all this out, and I just wanted to talk for a second about so many people think that they don't have the time to do stuff. So I worked my regular job today, 8 hours. I get off around 4 o'clock, 3:30, 4 o'clock, got home, and went out to, well, that's a whole nother story, but went out to check on the chicken eggs, and I had 2 black snakes in the coop, both of which had swallowed one of my ceramic eggs. So I had to get those back, and they didn't give them up willingly, but we do have our ceramic eggs back. And then I jumped in here with, you see, I definitely had some help here. The new steel chainsaw, my Husqvarna gave out this year. It didn't owe me anything. It was 20 years old at least. And I did a fine job, but I went with steel, and so far have been tickled pink with it. I don't have any kind of affiliation with steel or with Husqvarna. Make your own decisions. That's just my personal experience so far. But anyway, here's the pile of brush. And we just tore through this, and it took about an hour and a half, 2 hours. I also cut down that bush that was right there. And now we're gonna have to haul all this out of here. But I want to talk about time, because so many people, they say, well, I don't have the time for that. I don't have the time for that. And I don't think anyone's being lazy. I think they really believe that they don't have the time for it. Let me switch you around here. We all have time. We all have spare time. And our spare time is, it becomes or is as productive as what we make of it. And as someone who creates YouTube videos, I hate to say this, but if you sit inside and watch YouTube videos all the time, well, you're not going to get a lot done outside. Now, I'm not against looking at some YouTube videos. I have my favorites. I look at them almost every day. I check out a couple of the independent news sites, some of the prepper sites, some of the how-to whenever I have a specific job. And I always, YouTube's kind of my go-to, despite all of its flaws and all the censorship and all that kind of stuff. It is still one of the best for how-to and general information, and fairly timely information also. Where am I going with this? Your time is what you make of it. We all have spare time. I could be inside right now drinking a beer or watching TV, or fooling around on the computer, or listening to music, or, you know, you get the idea. The list goes on and on. Instead, I took this time after an 8-hour day and got this job done. And this job took probably, I've spent about 90 minutes here with the chainsaw. I've still probably got another 45 minutes or so to clean all the debris up and get everything that goes in the compost pile hauled out to the compost pile, and all the trash picked up, like old old plastic bags and things like that, like manure and topsoil and things came in from years ago and have been overgrown. So, and to be fair, that has been overgrown for ages, and I've wanted to clear it out, and you know how it is. I just never seem to find the time. Well, today we found the time, and that's what you need to do. There's a plane getting ready to come over, so I apologize for any noise. But you just have to make the time. Like I said a minute ago, our time is, however productive we are in our free time is our decision. And it doesn't mean that every single day I'm out here working till dark after having worked a job 8 hours a day. That's not at all what I'm saying. And believe me, that's not the case. I pick and choose when I feel good, when I'm gonna work. I'm almost 60 years old. Yeah, it doesn't happen every day, trust me. But I try to make it happen enough that I move forward. And that's the mindset that really everybody needs, who is gonna try to be independent, become more independent. Certainly the people that live on a homestead will tell you the same thing. Sometimes it's, sometimes you gotta push yourself. In fact, a lot of times when you just are like, ooh, I don't feel like doing that, but you got to do it. And that's what I did, because I want to do it now. Here we are, it's end of May, and I've planted some lettuce, and we've harvested some lettuce already, some small bunches, really nothing more than just for like the wife and I to eat. But I want to have it over the summer, so I need to get this space cleaned out before summer gets here, and that's what we're doing. And I encourage you, well, let's say I don't make this video to say, ooh, look at Dave. Dave did this, Dave did that. He's such a superstar, he's better than you. Trust me, Dave's no better than you. Dave's the same guy as you are. He's got hopes, he's got fears. Sometimes he's tired, sometimes he doesn't feel like this BS and the whole 9 yards. But the difference is when you feel that way, you get up and you go do it anyway. And that's what I encourage you. I don't mean to castigate anyone. I don't mean to put anyone down. I want to encourage you that at those times when you feel the most like, I don't want to do this, maybe that's the time you get up and go do something, rather than engage in some sort of mindless activity. This, cleaning this space out, clearing this space for me, will provide a summer of activity, of things to do, things to work on, things to grow, and hopefully things to eat, assuming I can get rid of the rabbit situation. So that's my little blip on time management. And time management for different people works in different ways, but the fact of the matter is no one's going to manage your time for you. You have to do it yourself. You have to be ready, you have to be willing. When you see an opportunity, be it a nice day or a moment of time you weren't expecting to get, that you can slip out and take care of some little job that needs to be done, it's nice. Some people, my wife, I'll tell you, my wife loves a list. She makes a list. She might keep that list for 2-3 weeks, a month even. But each time something gets done, she checks it off. And when she checks it off and she's done with the list and gets to throw that list away, she feels so good about it. It's a way, it's a positive reinforcement right then and there every time she puts an X through something because she got it done. And I encourage, if that helps you, then do that. But the motivation needs to be there, and the motivation needs to come within. And I pray for you. I hope that you do get that, you have that motivation, and you keep that motivation, and you have that drive, because that drive is what's gonna sustain you. I don't go to the gym. I'm not in the greatest of shape by any stretch. I'm overweight. I think most of us are. If you look at those medical journals, they expect you to be bean thin. And then for those of you who are, kudos, baby, because it's not easy. But I don't go to the gym, but I am out here. I'm working, I'm pulling, I'm hauling, I'm cutting, I'm tearing, I'm nailing, I'm lifting, hauling, bending, stretching, and all that stuff. And that movement, that motion is what keeps you young. It helps keep you young anyway. Sitting on the sofa, it's going to age you before your time. And There's no two ways about it. I've seen it. I have never mentioned this before, but I do work in healthcare, and it's always the people that stay busy that they come and they talk to you, and in whatever capacity it is that I'm taking care of them, which I prefer to keep to myself at this time. It's always those people who keep busy who are the ones who are fit and trim and healthy and young looking, and they just exude vibrance. And I want that for you. I want that for everybody. This whole channel has been about hopefully being hopeful and being positive that someone like me, excuse me, who does have a job, can get things done, can work around the house, can have a garden, and have chickens and bees, and help be more independent and live a lifestyle that, while not wholly self-sufficient, is in certainly many ways more self-sufficient and more self-reliant than a lot of people out there. And I encourage you, every one of you watching this, to think about ways that you can become more self-reliant. And if you're just starting, it's small steps. I've said this forever. If you have a space, be it even a big pot on a patio, grow yourself a cherry tomato plant. Cherry tomato plants, my God, they'll grow right up out of the concrete. They are so easy to grow. They're vibrant, they're vigorous, they take off, they produce tons of little fruits, and they're just a joy to have because of being so productive. And if you're unsure of your gardening skills, you're unsure of your abilities, grow yourself a cherry tomato plant. I would encourage anyone who watches this video, if you're still with me at this point, to chime in, please, in the comments and tell me if that's been your experience. Cucumbers and cherry tomatoes. If you need to build your self-confidence, try them. Try them this year. It's not too late. It's not too late anywhere. Anywhere in the continental United States and all of Europe to grow a cherry tomato right now. And you can do it, and you will be amazed, number one, at the flavor, number two, at how vigorous it is, and number three, how successful I'll bet you are, even just providing a modicum of attention and love to that plant. So that's it. That's all of it. What's it at? 12.5 minutes right now. I went a little bit over, so see, I didn't manage my time as well as I hoped. I hope this video finds everyone well. I hope it finds you busy, safe. If you like what you see here, if you like what you hear, I would greatly appreciate if you would like, share, and subscribe. It will help my channel immensely to get it out to other people who may find my message useful. And again, I have faith in you. I have faith in everybody out there. Yeah, we all got jobs, we all got families, we all got these things, but find those little niches of time, take care of yourself, and do everything you can to, as always, be a little more safe, a little more self-reliant, and I will see you on the next video. Have a good one.